The Colts, they drafted the right quarterback. No Will Levis, no mayo in the coffee. We have Anthony Richardson. That is my dog now. We got the better of the two quarterbacks. I don't know why guys like Mel Kiper had us drafting Will Levis with Anthony Richardson still on the board. Those guys are really weird. I don't know why we would pick him. He's got all the same cons as Anthony Richardson, but the stuff that he does well, Anthony Richardson does even better. So I don't know why in the world we would draft Will Levis. That's just a weird one to me, but that's just me. But we got Anthony Richardson. So let's read what my scouting report was on him at the combine. Obviously an impressive physical specimen, runs a 4.4 40-yard dash while weighing over 230 pounds. Definitely like his mobility. It's like a combination of Andrew Luck and Jacoby Brissett. The arm strength is amazing. He can sling it downfield, but his play style is very raw and collegiate. The accuracy could use some work. You can tell where he wants to put the ball, but he doesn't have the accuracy to put it there. His reads are leaving much to be desired. He will miss wide open receivers downfield to throw a covered check down. He doesn't let the plays develop. He wants to speed the game up too much. His mechanics are okay, but he isn't NFL ready yet. It will benefit him to sit for a year behind a vet and learn in the NFL. If you throw him out there in year one, it could get really ugly. Started out with the pros and ended with the cons. Now, learning what I have, that scouting report was written months ago. Learning what I have now in the time leading up to the draft, I wouldn't say you necessarily have to sit him, but I would say that if you can, it could benefit him. Because I know it's painful to wait a year to see what our shiny new quarterback can do, but guys, Shane Steichen with Jalen Hurts. Shane Steichen brought out the Jalen Hurts that you see now playing for the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. It took them several years to get there, and Jalen Hurts did sit for part of the year learning behind Carson Wentz. Other quarterback, another one who won the Super Bowl, sat for a year behind Alex Smith. That would be Patrick Mahomes. Sitting a quarterback who has some concerns with his accuracy or football IQ or things like that can benefit him in the long term. So what I'm saying is that unless you know for sure he is NFL ready, you sit him for at least part of the year and let him learn behind a guy like Gardner Minshew. Because Gardner Minshew, number one, could actually be a serviceable quarterback for this football team, but number two, has been around the league. He's been on multiple teams. He's been in the league for, I think, half a decade at this point, maybe even more than that. He knows the NFL. He's been around. So I think it could benefit Anthony Richardson to learn from a guy like that. But Shane Steichen, like Frank Reich, is kind of a quarterback whisperer. He knows what to do with quarterbacks. So I trust him and our coaching staff and Chris Ballard and Jim Irsay to do what's best for Anthony Richardson. Could he be a bust? Yes. But if we develop him correctly and fairly, then he could end up being like Jalen Hurts, Donovan McNabb, Andrew Luck, any of those kind of players that use their legs a little bit and had a rocket of an arm. He can turn out just like them. Josh Allen maybe comes to mind a little bit on the arm side of things and with having accuracy problems at the start of his career. That is my take on it. I'm super happy that we got Anthony Richardson. This is a great pick for us in my opinion, as long as we treat him correctly. That is an important caveat there. If we don't treat him correctly, we don't develop him correctly, he's not going to do very well. But I believe in him. I believe in our coaching staff. This organization is going to do right by a quarterback for once. Let's get it.
Same fucking bitches. Got the chopsticks with extensions on my dick cause I like that.